Very good morning everyone. Today in this video we will fight against the advanced character of our world around us, and we will concentrate on, this time of course, we will concentrate on people who are afraid or have some problem with so-called, in very big quotation, overpopulation. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, we are more currently in danger of population collapse if we look at current trends that are getting worse and worse each year. And surprisingly, not only in Western Europe, which would first come to someone's mind. Actually, in France, things get improved in less than 15 years, a little bit, for instance. But I would like to mention that last 10-15 years, when electronics become so popular, massively popular among people, demography also is collapsing in many other countries, like even traditionally, unfortunately for a long time, Japan. It's getting worse and worse and worse. South Korea recently recorded more deaths than births. Even Thailand, and the fertility rate dropped incredibly in Bahamas even. And also in many Arabic countries like Gulf countries, fertility is below or far below 2 births per woman within the fertility cohort, so age 15 to 49. This is the fertility cohort, active one, how demographers define it. So we see that with the exception of, mainly because there are some minor exceptions somewhere else, but with the exception of mainly sub-Saharan Africa, where populations are still doing their best to increase and uh, having more and more kids, so demography is developing. The rest of the world actually is more or less, but at the edge of the cliff. And even with the speed of sub-Saharan African nations, especially, we, in my opinion, and in opinion of many sober people who are thinking in a sober way, cannot avoid, if trends do not change, cannot avoid falling down from the demographic cliff. So we are not in danger of population collapse, but we are in danger of the population. We are not in danger of overpopulation. We are in danger of population collapse. Sorry, and for sure we see that global population growth is slowing down, and also China. Last 2-3 years, we will see what will come next. Each year, the decline of the birds in the number of birds is about 10% down, almost each year. So it's incredible. Due to the recent, especially politics, with the most famous microbe in the world, not only because he is fighting with his party members, because in November this year there are elections for the party secretary because of this dumb politics of Comrade Xi. This also affects population very negatively. So, but many people still, like PDB, Mr. Schwab and many others, of course they are only faces of this company, there are many more of them, are telling bullshit about overpopulation and need for the population reduction, like neutrate yourself for the climate. Many of such campaigns we have. But there are also many people in science who follow the trends and don't think. They are scientists, they should think, but they don't. And they are claiming there are too many people, too many people, too many people. So people from all layers of the society, many of them are infected by this stupid thinking, even obsessed with this, have problems with overpopulation in quotation, that it's not gonna happen if current trends really continue. And it's more than sure, because numbers cannot be discussed. They are numbers. So my advice to such people, including the ones on the top and the ones in the middle and the ones down, is as follows. Please go in on the roof of the highest building in your surroundings, take some speed, and just jump down directly on your head. Then you will reduce a population, and you will bring a relief to the planet you love so much, and to the climate you love so much. So we repeat. Go to the highest building on the top in your surroundings. Take some speed and jump directly on your head to reduce the population. And you will solve two problems. You will not have your problem anymore, you will not be afraid of overpopulation, and you will decrease the population, and you will bring relief to Earth as well as to the climate. Solution is really simple. I think some volunteers will be found, and if you do it, there is also a third benefit. You will not torment other people with your stupidity. You see, there is always an easy solution. Coming back to the current trends, they are more and more alarming, and we will see how modern world will face it, especially after recent events like this madhouse with the famous microbe from China, and later these campaigns with some remedies that substances that were presented as remedies, but now we see from many reports, like recently reports from Thailand or Taiwan or many other places, that they were not so good, not so profitable as they were presented. Some people already are on the other side of the rainbow, as some people use this metaphor. Some people will join them soon, unfortunately, and many people will be really, really sick. So the population dynamics is supposed to slow down even more in many places, not all. I was also discussing this thing, but in some places, also because of the coming economical crisis and food crisis, population dynamics will also slow down. That's why it's hard to say what factor out of these recent ones has really a larger impact on the population dynamics. This madhouse with most famous microbe around the world, or currently soaring economical difficulties. It's hard to dissect this the influences of these factors on the human population growth, and really say what's the percentage of the influence of this factor and this one. But for sure, both of them are with the high negative influence on the human population growth. We will see how the things will go. You know my advice for the people who are obsessed with overpopulation. They should do it here and now if they are really worried about climate and planet, and leave other people in peace and a little bit decrease the population. Have a nice day, all the best, bye.